I can't even. You get it? Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. You definitely put that part out. Hey, you guys, and welcome to another amazing episode of Talkers versus Doers. As always, it is something silly going on, but hey, we just go and do it. That's why it's always fun. But today, you guys, we're so excited to get you on with this amazing topic. So many people lack time to talk about it, and so many people just don't want to talk about it. But on Talkers First Do It, we make sure you guys are educated about everything. So as we come back with the greatest co-host there is, Mr. Mike James. What's going on? How everything been going with you?
What up, sis? You know what I'm saying? Like people came in on the tail end of me sharing one of my amazing jokes, and they caught you, trying to hate. But I'm doing good. It's a Monday. I, sis, I want to share something, right? Because a lot of people, Monday, people say the Monday blues. They say, oh, it's
Never.
Monday. It's this. It's that. Yeah, it's Monday. We set that expectation
Right.
of Monday, right? And
Mhm.
we go in thinking, you know, even in passing, right? Those transactional type conversations out in public or whatever. Hey, how you doing? Well, it's Monday.
Mhm.
Monday, yeah, it's Monday. Like Monday, I say Monday is the best day of the week. Monday is the chance where you set the foundation on which you
That's
want
the
your week to
tone.
go.
Definitely.
Monday is where you set the pace on how you want your week to flow. Monday, never miss a Monday. Never miss a Monday to set the tone. Never miss a Monday to get in what you want to do. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you have a drive to do, whether you're entrepreneurship, employee, whatever it is, life, personal, spiritual, develop, anything. Never miss a Monday. So I just wanted to share that. But yeah, I'm doing good. It can always be more time in the day, but it ain't. So we got to
Yes,
make it do what it
always.
do.
But I love it. I definitely love what you said and how you put that out there of saying to make sure that you're loving and enjoying what you actually do because it helps set the tone of where you're going when you have that aspect. And you just brought in what we was going to initially talk about, really and truly, is knowing your actual niche or who you're providing service for. And I think when you know that aspect of it, it helps sets that Monday. Because now you're more excited about what you're doing or who you're helping or what service you're providing because it's another great day to be awesome. So, what's your
Yeah.
thoughts about just understanding and knowing directly who you're providing service to and who you are actually talking with on a daily basis? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like you said, setting the tone, right?
Mhm.
When you turn in terms of business or entrepreneurship, is setting that Monday, setting that week up for your business is figuring out who is it that you're talking about. So the importance of your niche, depending on where you are and how you say that, the importance of that is now is going to give you the ingredients of how you show up,
Right.
and speak to the people that's looking for you, right? So we had this conversation, right, last week with CLCI that I teach with, and it was on coaching. But think about this: no matter what your business is, what service you provide, or what you do, think about even commercials, right? It says when we watch TV commercials, when certain commercials come on doing what type of shows. If you notice, This Is Us is going to have different commercials than, say, the Super Bowl, because it's a target audience, it's a target market. So the
Mm.
importance of getting that on the front end is just like all this other stuff we talk about. Listen, extend all you entrepreneurs out there, extend yourself some grace. I'm gonna say it again. Entrepreneurs, extend yourself some grace. One more time. Three, to make it complete, extend yourself some grace. Why? Because it's so much to think about, right?
Mhm.
And so part of that foundation is now, what is my niche? What is my niche? Who am I going after? Now, once I answer that, sis, now I know where to find them. Like,
Right.
what do they do? How specific can you get with the people who need your service and what you offer that
Mm.
market? Because now it goes from just being, hey, you know, uh, hey, I'm a hairstylist, to I specialize in helping women restore their hair, or I specialize in braids or
Yeah.
whatever. You see what
You
I'm saying? So it
yeah.
now I know, okay, Erica talking to me, I need her because she just spoke to exactly what I got going on.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. I love it, I love it, I love it. Like you said, of just being pacific about everything and making sure that we understand that aspect of it. And that's the huge thing is when you're doing anything, making sure a person is direct and target. Like you
Mm,
said, you just got right to it. And one of the things I tell my clients all the time is, as myself, I came in thinking as an entrepreneur, I can help everyone. You think that, you believe that, or
hmm,
not even entrepreneur. We're not gonna just say entrepreneurs because you guys, we love talking to everyone. Just in whatever you do, your job, you feel like you're super saver. As you guys know, my background is in social work and psychology. So being in that field, I just breathe and believe my purpose is to help everybody. And that was one of the things that tired me out too, you guys, because I didn't have it narrowed down on who I can help. Not only did it tear me down, it tired down my pockets too, because I was able to pay, pay because I didn't know what service I was getting, so it tied my
mm,
pockets. I was getting service and mentorship from everyone. But not only that, it tied my pockets down because I wasn't getting the money that I should be getting paid because I was trying to help everyone. So I
mm,
didn't have that specific person that I can go to and say, okay, yes, like you said earlier, oh man, this is my heart. She want to work with me. She's
yeah.
directing me. Oh, this is the person I need. And then I knew how to actually work with them and provide them the correct information needed for them to grow or start their business as I'm doing now when I narrowed it down. So you have to be precise about your target audience and the people you're wanting to serve because you can't help everyone. Believe I've
Hmm.
tried.
Yeah.
It is so overwhelming. It's so tiring. It's so many people in this world. So always networking is great. So if you can't help everyone, you can always send it to someone else that can still be a blessing to them in that field they're at, but you can't do it. So you
Yeah.
got to know yourself first. Who, what I really would like to be working with. Who, what my product is best for. Because everybody can't. Because we got to think
Hmm.
about when it comes to money. Everybody can afford your product or your price.
Oh,
So now we talking.
you better say that. And everybody don't need to be able to afford your product or price. Listen,
Oh,
what you just said too. Think about what that does for you, right? When you said that, right? When you narrow it down, it helps you relieve as much as we want to help the world, right? I know
mhm,
a lot people in helping service and people who provide services, that's that individual basis, even if it's groups. Whatever you do, most people they start a business or most people, you stay on your job because you're passionate about it, right? So you want to help
right.
people, you want to perform. So think about this, the idea that you cannot be everything to everybody.
Uh-oh.
You cannot be everything to everybody. And the longer I do that, or the longer I try, which you don't try, you either do or don't. So you
Yep,
don't do it, even though you try. The more I do that, what is this doing? It's diminishing me because now I can't fully flourish and I can't fully provide you what I'm supposed to be providing to you in the first place because I'm trying
definitely.
to do everything for everybody. And it simply doesn't work like that.
So mentally, you would say to a person if they're saying that, yes, I want to do all that, as we're talking about, but I can't. Like, what advice do we give to someone? Would you give to someone saying that, man, but I want to do it. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to help everyone.
Yeah. Look, I say think of it like this, right? If your car, if you woke up in the morning and you had four flats on your car and you know you got to go somewhere, you know you got to be somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
are you going to call uh, a restaurant? Are you going to call, somebody that has nothing to do with that? Or are you going to call a mechanic or a tow service or someone to help you get
Watch out now.
to your destination, right? What are you going to do in that moment? So you're looking for a specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
In that
Mm-hmm.
moment, you don't need a hairdresser. In that moment, you don't need gasoline. You don't need a gas station. You need to either figure out how you're going to get to where you need to go or figure out how to repair or replace your tires. So
That
you're
one.
going to look for that service. So on the flip side of that mental strain of trying to do everything for everybody. When I do that and I'm doing, people ain't going to find me anyway because they're looking for a
Yeah.
certain thing. There's a pain point that I'm dealing with that I'm looking for a service. So when I start going and looking it up on the internet, and by you using your SEO, your search engine optimization, all your hashtags and all that stuff, your voice in the market, they're going to find you because you can help me with the service that I can provide. And
Mhm.
so that's another way of looking at it. And so that mental stress is heavy. It's heavy, right?
Yeah.
Man, I want to do, but I can't. Okay. So ask yourself, what can you do best? What are you truly passionate about? And in that passion and around that passion, who are the people that needs that service, that thing that I offer, that thing that I do? And then be great. Take that weight off your shoulders and say, okay, I'm going to maximize my ability and what I'm passionate about and what I do and my service that I provide, and the people who need
Mm,
me will come because I'm following my passion. So what I put out in the universe, it won't return to me void because I'm in my lane.
okay.
Stay in your
They
lane.
they just gonna come and right there, y'all. We could just wrap it up. Like Mike just said it all. Mike just said it. He done went from the restaurant to the, making sure you went to the right person for your four flats and everything, just to give you guys that acronyms and seeing how everything flow. And I love it, like you said, man. Just being Pacific and they know exactly how to find you. Yes, you guys, he went technical with the SEO. So for all my entrepreneurs and business owners, make sure that it's something that you know and learning. That's a specific way of how people reach you, specific way of how people research and look up when they're looking up your business. Like he said, when we go to Google, we ask a question and we're going on to YouTube, we just don't say, hey, specifically, I want to look at a podcast. We say no. Talkers versus Doers podcast.
hmm Or a podcast on business, podcast on entrepreneurship,
Mhm.
podcast on whatever. You're going to put something behind that. You're not just, like you said, you're not just going to say podcast.
It's a specific search that you're providing for yourself to make sure you're getting all the information. So you want to do the same thing as well. And like he said, going back, and I'm just thinking about too, as when we're going to the doctor, we're getting something. We don't say we just want to go to a doctor. We got to specifically know it's according to that pain.
Yeah.
So now we're jumping into that.
Yeah.
Know
I ain't
your
going to,
purpose
I'm
and
not
why
going
you're
to the
doing
dentist.
something.
I'm not going to the dentist for my ankle.
You can't.
I ain't doing it.
You can't. You got to know where you're going to get help with that pain and what you need, which also not only help you, but it also help your client, because guess what? Now you know your purpose and your passion and what you're doing. Now you know your client pain. Now you're able to get more clients because you're reaching their pain point.
Mm,
And I'm
yeah.
giving you a little bit too much because that's a lot where I get in my clients. But for you guys, we want to make sure you guys are educated and know that now you have to find that pain point that is what needed within your client. You saying that you want to go back, and I'm just going to go back to the hairdressers because we've said that hey, you want someone, and I'm going to say natural hair
Mm,
because that is my pain point, that I need a natural hairstylist. So I'm not just looking for any hairstylist. I kind of look for a natural stylist that have lock. So my purpose and passion is finding someone that actually can do that and can feed me success. So I'm happy with. I I can go in any shop, but if all they're doing is laying some fat, nice tracks, and I mean fat as in nice, because guys will take it and be like, "Oh my gosh, she was saying the tracks fat." No, but trust
let,
and believe.
let
Get
them know.
some
Break it down, sis.
right. I'd be like, "What she was talking about?" I ain't never did that to her hair. For the ones that's watching, no, the ones who did, y'all used to slay my little tracks. You know what I'm saying? They used to be, they still, look.
Slade, laid.
Yeah. I may catch me some out the wild, but we have to make sure we understand that, and definitely you guys in that business field, entrepreneur, you got to make sure that you understand and you know who specifically you're serving and why you're serving these people. What do they actually need? And not only, when you're thinking about them, you want to think about what they're going to gain from you. It makes it so much easier because if you know specifically who you're targeting, you know specifically how to help them. You become that Dr. Phil. Now you know exactly what to say to them. Now you're making sure you're getting continual clients and you're being successful what you do, and you're not going home where you're overwhelmed because you feel like you did not complete your day's job. Instead, Monday is another great day because not only you're being a blessing, but you're getting paid great at what you do
Mm,
too as well.
yeah, yeah. And even in that point, right? Because you talked about sometimes, not just we focus on entrepreneurship and business and people who are making moves, right? But even if you're watching this and you're an employee, Here's the thing, no matter where you are on that spectrum, whether you are an employee,
Mhm.
unemployed, or a business owner, entrepreneur, I
That's
wear
so
this
true.
hat often, sis. I wear this hat often as a message. And we just traveled this past weekend and we were in the airport. Even though I had on my business stuff, I had this hat on. And the lady, the TSA, she was like, CEO of what? I said, of my life. And you
Mm,
are too. And that's the message why I wear this so much, because no matter where you are in life and what job title you hold or don't hold, you are the CEO of your life. And so all those
mhm.
decisions, all the things, the in and out, the daily flow, the schedule, all the things run your life like a business. And sometimes you got to come to the table and say,
Oh,
this is working, this ain't working. This is what we need to do by a certain time. This is what we need to let go. Treat it
mhm.
like that and know that you are a CEO. You are the CEO of your life. And so that's the message that I tell people, and that's important. That's what you want to think. That's how you want to address your life. And so now back to what we were saying, the importance of that specificity is uttermost important, because you want to be very specific in your approach, in your
Right.
message. You want people to be able to find you, because guess what, y'all? They looking for you. They
Mhm,
waiting on you. They waiting for Erica. They waiting for Mike. They waiting for all of you to say, hey, this is what I do.
mhm.
This is who I help. And they're like, you know what? This is what I've been waiting on. So that's the importance of that, sis.
And like you said, they're definitely waiting, and don't be scared to take that leap to push yourself out there and continue to allow people to know who you are and what you are doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's somebody out there for everybody, and your personality, your purpose, your passion, your bright spirit is just for that person. But you're not going to be able to attract those people unless you know specifically, okay, this is what I'm doing. And understand, you guys, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be easy. So we wanted to come in and drop this information to you guys because, as always, once again, we want to educate as well. Not only do we bring awesome people on, but we want to make sure you guys understand that being successful in what you're doing too. But we know these are things that we struggle with. That we had to overcome and we had to do. So we want to make sure those are steps that you guys possibly do not have to take that.
Mm.
And I tell you guys, being a business owner, being an entrepreneur, running several different things. Woof. If I would have learned this earlier, oh my God, I would be so much far. But I'm thankful because it taught me so much throughout the time frame. I've learned and met so many great people. So don't take this time and say, "Hey, I wasted so much because I did not get there. I did not know this." Instead, take this time to say, "Okay, what did I needed to learn at that time frame?" I needed to learn more about how to run business. So now I'm providing great service to my clients now. But even if I would have knew that passion, that purpose of that Pacific, then I probably still would not have been able to give them everything. And as a human, I'm so grateful that I'm able to say that. I'm so grateful that I'm able to say I am a human, because sometimes you guys see us as business owners and people doing things that we got to get everything correct, everything got to be right. You're not going to do all it. It's not going to
Mm.
happen all the time.
Mm.
There are things you're still learning. Hey, I learn every day. And I tell people all the time, that's one of the biggest things that you can do every day is to learn something new. So I'm always learning. The biggest thing that you can actually fail at is not willing to push yourself to be 100% better the next day. So stay learning and know though it's okay. We want you to narrow it down after this.
Mm-hmm.
Narrow it down. Be specific on it. You want to work with say you want to train kids. What age group do you want to train with? Are they going to be girls or boys? Middle
Mm-hmm.
school or high school? Why? You may not be able to relate to the 6 and 7 year olds. The college kids may be somebody that, at that point you feel they've already outworked themselves and they don't want to talk to you. So narrow down that gap. You got to be able to narrow down. Those are ways and things that you need to narrow down to make sure you're doing. We talked about the hairdresser. We talked about the doctor aspect of understanding those things to narrow down, being specific. As an entrepreneur, what we're doing, we're coaching. And I guess they're going to be a great thing. And I'm going to throw it out to you, Mike. We're both coaches. We're both
Mm-hmm.
life coaches. So Mike have a Pacific and I have a Pacific. My Pacific is entrepreneurs as I work with new and aspiring entrepreneurs, elevating them to the next level to start or grow their business through a 5-step module, bringing clarity and focus. Ooh, that girl's so sweet. But
Come on
that's what
now, drop it.
and Mike himself has his own, but we know our target and specific of what we do. And like I said, throwing it to Mike because he's awesome what he do. So it's a lot of stuff that I can't do or really don't know. I won't say can't do, but can is not, but stuff that I prefer not to do, but I know he's great at. So
Hmm.
guess what? Stuff that he's great at, I let him have it. Let him be a blessing. Let him have those clients.
Yeah, and that's the important part. Like you said, just knowing what it is that you do. So for me, I'm a transformational coach and youth coach, and so again, it's now what is that pain point I'm speaking to? Those people who feel stuck, lost in life. They're trying to organize their thoughts. Those people going through any transition. Maybe they're bouncing back from some life changing injury. Maybe they're transitioning from teenage to young adult years, and it's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff going on. And I just need somebody to help me organize this stuff. That energy, my presentation, my voice, and how I motivate and speak. Now I know the people who are looking because that's my target audience. So that's how it's going to help me show up. So again, like you said, it's important we encourage you all back to what we said before though, extend yourself some grace, extend yourself some grace if you don't have it yet. So all right, coach Mike, coach Erica, I hear what y'all saying, but I don't know, I right now I don't really have that specific person that I want to help. I know that I want to help people. I know that's my calling. Okay, cool, go there, run with it. And if you don't have it yet, that's okay. It will
Mhm.
come. Because I didn't have mine at first. I
I
was
love it.
Erica, listen, let me tell you, when I got my certification, I was like, no, 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 no. I'm a general life coach. I'm a
Yes,
general life
yes,
coach. I
yes,
don't care.
yes, yes,
I don't
yes,
care
yes,
what I
yes.
learned. I don't care what I learned in class. I'm a general life coach. And guess
I'm gonna
what?
do this.
That's it. And guess what? I found out the hard way. General life coach is me standing on top of the mountain and saying, "Hey, I'm a life coach," and people are like, "Okay, what is that? What
Who?
okay," versus
I.
me saying, "I help people who feel stuck or lost to gain their power and gain their 5 C's. That is, become capable, competent, confident, conscious, and courageous to achieve greatness." Oh, okay. So you help people that stuck. You help people in a transition or transformation. Got it. Now I hear you screaming at the mountaintop. I hear that guy up there because I need the service that he's offering. So that's the difference. And so again, I tell people all the time, extend yourself grace. Approach the journey with grace. Enjoy the journey, but just keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. I love it. I love it, you guys. We definitely ain't gonna hold y'all too long on it because we get so excited, you guys. Y'all know we can go on and on and on and on because we just get so excited and passionate about just being a blessing to others, and also, just this platform because we're bringing so much to it, and we want you guys to also bring so much to us as well on it. So continue to subscribe, continue to listen, you guys. We're so thankful for the ones that are already giving us just great comments, feedback, and just loving on us. Be Pacific, you guys. Subscribe.
Do it.
Be
Do it.
Pacific.
Subscribe, share, tell somebody about it. Tell somebody, like, listen, y'all, it's two dope coaches, dope black coaches out there doing the damn thing, and they're talking
Giving
some
it.
good stuff, and I want you to know about it. Share it with somebody. Comment. Let us know. Let us know the type of things you want to hear, because we have dope interviews. We're bringing people who are making a change in the community, entrepreneurs, but also there are going to be times where we do this right here. So what's that conversation that you
Doing a
want us to cover?
talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's that thing that you want us to talk about that maybe you're unclear on? Let us know. Let us know. That's what we're here for.
And not only unclear, but something that you just have been scared about or don't want to talk or share with anyone else. And hey, drop it in the inbox, drop it in our DMs. I promise you, we will
Drop it.
make sure we get it out there. Drop, drop, drop,
Drop it
drop.
just like
He
that. Just
might
like
be
that.
supposed to be ramping up, but he got to do all this and stuff because he'll have us just going and going and
Oh man.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Like he said, do everything he said and above everything. But always, you guys, we thank you so much. Hope you guys continue to have a great and amazing week. And y'all know how we love to leave. Don't just talk about it, do it. Another
Do
amazing
it.
episode of Talk First Do it. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.